Hello and welcome to the Quebec City Future of Cardano workshop. We are well represented by 6 countries, 4 continents, 10 blockchains, 1 re-elected initial Constitution Committee member, and 2 newly elected Constitution Committees. Today we'll be starting off with a bit of fun provided by Mike Hornan about governance and looking at some potential future situations and how the ledger responds. With that, Mike Hornan, let's get started.
Good morning, bonjour everyone, and welcome to the workshop for the future of Cardano.
Croissant, croissant.
Ladies, gentlemen, commoners. Here is my presentation that is called What If? I'm going to present you a couple of scenarios and you will have to guess how the ledger would behave in such scenario. And of course, fortunately for us, we do not have much commoners in the room, not like their opinion are going to be considered. So let's move on to the first scenario. So, are you ready
Yes.
to challenge what you know?
We're ready.
First, a disclaimer. This is a character, not the way I actually talk to people, or it doesn't reflect anything of what I really think about people in general. Thank you. So now, scenario 1. A constitutional committee member perform an action that the community perceives as unconstitutional. In response, the community submit an update committee governance action to remove this CC member. I strongly believe it is an injustice, but it's up to you to decide. 2 epochs later, the governance action is ratified and subsequently enacted. At the time of the proposal submission, there are 7 active CC members, and the committee mean size protocol parameters is set to 7. So this would mean that the actual committee after the enactment would fall to 6 members. So you got the timeline here, epoch N, community submit update committee. 1 epoch later, and then on the next epoch boundary, the action is ratified through DREPS and SPO voting. And then here we have the governance action that is enacted, removing the CC member, who unfortunately seen his action as unconstitutional by the community. So let's move on to the question. Does the Constitutional Committee at epoch N+4 falls into a no confidence state? What do you guys think? So now this is the part where usually we discuss.
No.
So you would say no.
I will say yes.
Do we have yes? Yes, we have a yes. Okay. I'm gonna wait for you. You're gonna be the last one to answer that one. So why yes? Why does it fall into a no confidence state, sir?
There is not put forward any new keys to the update committee. We don't have any.
So it would
Just remove them. You said the update committee and.
yeah, the new committee, there's going to be 6 members total, but the minimum value would be 7. So you would fall under the minimum value.
Oh, yeah, well then, yes.
Min size.
Then yes, we have another yes. So that would make the, in your opinion, that would make the governance state fall into a no confidence.
So,
How about you, Sam? What do you think?
No.
Oh.
No, why?
Because you need to submit an action for no confidence for it to go into a no confidence state. Nothing will be able to be done. It will be basically gridlocked until a new committee member is elected or it goes into a no confidence state, which then it still needs a new committee member to be elected, but the thresholds drop.
oh.
So this does not represent a a state of no confidence, in your opinion?
No, it does not.
Excellent. And no, I'm not gonna ask the commoners. That is funny. That is so funny. Okay.
I will say the question was written a bit more difficult because it didn't say that there were 6 people in there, but it's fine.
Well, it's okay. I mean, I was hesitating. You are absolutely right. So my first draft was croissant, baguette, and then probably oui. But I ended up with this.
Merci, thank you.
Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on, shall we?
Did you get points?
What's that?
Did we get points?
Points?
Points, yeah, like 1 point for
Like
Oh!
Adam, 1 point for
Adam is the cameraman at the
Okay,
moment.
it's
So yes, I don't think we're going to do points. So those who said yes were wrong. I'm sorry.
I was right at first, but then I was wrong.
So as you can see, no, the Constitutional Committee does not fall into a no confidence state at epoch N+4, because when the governance action is enacted at epoch N+4, only one CC member is removed, not the entire Constitutional Committee, like Sir Samuel said, by using a no confidence governance action. And then when the number of active committee members fall below committee min size, the protocol parameter, the system enters into a mode in which it is as to all committee members have cast a no vote. So it would act similarly, but it would not be a no confidence,
No confidence. Yeah.
state. And the difference is that the DREP voting threshold, that is important, for update committee governance action would remain 67%, which is the normal state, compared to the 60% of the no confidence state. Okay, we are learning.
Good question.
All right.
I like this one.
Oh, it says scenario 3 for some reason.
I love the pictures that you added.
Oh, I jumped to 3,
Look at
so I
that.
skipped
Look
the
at that.
2.
Ah, you're gonna run.
Oh wait, what is going on with this?
You're going back.
Scenario 1, scenario
Going
3.
back.
One, that was the question, and then the answer.
And then
Goodness.
scenario 3.
Oh yes, so
Just
I
skipped.
probably skipped the scenario 2.
It's
You were
fun
out
counting.
I'm sorry, I
That's,
left it in my
Counting is for
bucket.
peasants anyways.
You left that
I
under
didn't
the
bring it. Yes, somebody hit it with the croissant. Okay, so let's move on. Scenario 3, which should be 2 in this situation. A governance action is submitted on chain to lower the governance action deposit, which is called Gov Action Deposit, protocol parameter value, which is now presently 100,000 ADA. Right? So when you submit a governance action, you have to deposit 100,000 ADA, and somebody is trying to lower it through a protocol parameter change. So the DREP's voting threshold has already been met, but meaning the action has sufficient DREP voting support. So in this scenario, we have 10 constitutional committee members, and their threshold is 50%. So here we have 5 CC members who vote yes, 3 CC members who voted no, and 2 CC members who have not voted, which will most likely get removed after, I'm guessing, but that is just my opinion. So, is that okay with everyone? There's some calculations to do. So,
Yeah, that's sort of.
question. Will this governance action be ratified? And as you can see, there's a little guy doing
I mean, you got the 50%.
Threshold for the ones.
You got just
Yeah.
around the
That's a
50%.
hard one. If I were you guys, I wouldn't rely
I
on
would say
this
yes.
calculation because I
Wouldn't,
got...
no, because.
I would say yes because I mean you got 50%.
I'm
No,
gonna
the
move
not
back.
voted would have counted.
The vote is
Can I
no,
ask
so
a
it's 3 and 2 is
No.
no,
No, because.
So,
and 5 is yes. So 5
But
is
then you have
50%.
50-50. It's 50 plus 1.
It says
remember?
50%. Threshold is 50%.
It has to be 50 plus 1.
I don't know.
I could be wrong here, but I think it is going to
Yeah.
be ratified.
Yeah.
And this is
It has to
one
be
of the
50 plus
dangerous things with setting the threshold below
Below the-
50%
yeah.
or below, because you get into a situation where you have two.
Either or.
Yeah, basically both could be.
No, but I.
So if I may say, the question right now, since the threshold is 50% and we have 10 constitutional committee members, and exactly 5 of them voted yes, they met the threshold but they did not cross it. So would it pass considering that?
Is it greater than or greater than or
It has
equal
to be
to?
50
That's
plus
the
1.
question here.
As a full state then.
No, because they wouldn't pass. It would be 50% exactly, but not 50 plus 1. So with the other two who haven't voted, the threshold would be.
That is the larger value. I'm sorry,
Oh, yeah,
I
of
have to
course.
say it because it's not a constitutional kind of human thing.
Ledger can
I-
suck it.
No, it's fine. It is fine. We're here to learn and
Mm.
have baguette, croissant as well.
This is why you always want to set the threshold to 50% plus 1 vote, basically, rather than.
So in this scenario, we have protocol parameter change, and as stated in the question or in the scenario, the D reps and the CC voted on it.
One more time, D-reps on the
CC, not
And
the
the CC.
SBOs.
And the D rep threshold has been met.
Well then, it doesn't.
I mean,
well then, it will pass.
Give us the answer.
Let's do it. The answer
No.
is
Oh.
no.
Okay,
But
so
not for the reason that you think. The reason why the answer is no is because although the governance action would normally be ratified, since the 50% threshold only needs to be met, not crossed, and this has been tested before. Just saying.
Oh.
The SBOs.
Meaning that a similar scenario, yes votes would have been enough. But in this particular case, it's different. Since the proposer is attempting to change a security
Oh, the
relevant
security.
protocol parameter, which also requires the SPO to vote on it.
But
An additional requirement was intentionally not mentioned to see if someone would catch it.
but
I
it was.
fell for it. Well
Look at
done.
this. This is great.
Well done.
He did mention that it was only D-reps and SBOs. No, and
I did
looked.
not mention
And he
SPO,
looked.
but I did mention the protocol parameter.
Yeah.
But this could potentially be a what's it called, the box, the quantum box, what's it called, Schrodinger's cat.
Or the-
This could be a Schrodinger's
Schrodinger's
cat
cat
situation, because since he didn't mention anything about the SPO, it could be both.
It could be
It
yes
could be
and
both
no.
passing and not passing, because he didn't give us enough information to
No,
do the problem.
I mentioned
Yeah,
the
you were
protocol
missing. We
parameter.
were missing information.
Nah, he
No,
mentioned that.
I mentioned the protocol parameter.
Take it back. Take it back.
He did mention it.
I did
No.
mention it.
Does-
At the
Don't
very
say
end, he
so.
said, "Oh, by the way, the D-reps reached."
D-rep, sufficient D-rep support. And this protocol parameter here requires the SPO.
Yeah, but that's a weird, tricky question
Right,
to have
but
for
the
this.
Schrodinger's cat thing I'm saying here is that basically you didn't say how much of the SPO threshold.
Yeah,
was in
he
that.
kept it
No,
out
but
on
that's
purpose.
why he
but
mentioned
Yeah.
the protocol parameter, because we didn't.
But you
question-
got me. Good
It
job.
was a trap question. But in any other
Don't trust
case,
him.
in any other case for any other protocol parameter, so let's say it is not a critical one. So let's say tau, for example. In this scenario, tau would have passed.
Can you put the question again?
Sure.
next one.
Oh, the question is just
So a critical
would it
one
be
would have
ratified?
passed.
Yes. Yeah, any other governance action, but no, I'm sorry. Protocol parameters value. So if it would have been tau, if it would have been, for example, the
Min fee.
the direct
K.
threshold for anything,
K parameter.
K parameter. In this scenario, it would have passed because the important part is that the threshold needs to be met.
Yeah, so it would have.
not
So
crossed.
in those scenarios, that's where we're right. It will pass.
Mhm.
Okay.
It would pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were analyzing the wrong problem.
Well, he put a problem
Yeah,
in
he
one
tricked
way.
us
He
on
tricked
it.
it. Yeah.
Bravo everyone.
Hey, it's good.
You did a great job. So let's go with the next scenario. Scenario 4. Yeah, this one's a tricky one, so I might just leave it there. And you can discuss with each other. A governance action to withdraw funds from the treasury is currently active on chain prior to the DREP threshold being met. So the DREP threshold is not met yet. Then the then seated constitutional committee unanimously voted yes on the proposal. So we have the CC threshold
It's met.
crossed, met, yes, and but not the DREP one. Subsequently, a separate update committee governance section was submitted, ratified, and successfully enacted. So they replace the constitutional committee, resulting in a complete replacement of the existing constitutional committee with a new set of members. Since the original committee cast an unanimous yes vote prior to their replacement, their vote remained recorded on chain. The DREPs later reached their threshold, but the newly elected committee has not voted yet, although they have authorized their hot credentials. I might have to do a drawing for this one.
I think I understand.
So
but
you
I
have
really
a
don't know
treasury
what happens.
withdrawal. You have a treasury withdrawal,
Yeah.
and in the meantime, while it is active on chain, you replace the committee.
Yeah.
But the former one already voted yes on it, and now you have the new committee that's in. That treasury withdrawal is still active. Still have the former committee votes recorded on chain. And now you get the DREP threshold cross. Would it pass?
But how
No.
could you? Oh, sorry,
No.
I was.
No,
Yeah,
that's fine.
I understand the question, but I just don't know the answer. I will,
This is
it's an
actually a
interesting
scenario.
thing.
Take
to
it.
know.
Question is,
Take
how
it.
In real
quickly?
life scenario that you might be looking into actually
How quick?
in this period now until we
So the question would be, does
So does the other
vote
ones
that are
go to
recorded
hell and
are-
then you need to vote again, or does they remain valid? Exactly.
That
so,
is that is the question.
yeah. So I
Good
that's-
point. You are my governance. Look at that. I'm
So-
so proud.
so the keys the previous CC seats keys they will be replaced with new ones
But
Yes, in a sense.
and
The cold ones.
yeah.
And the hot ones will be invalid, but they already voted on chain, so the vote remains. The keys are gone, the vote remains. So would it be ratified or not?
I'm just thinking, is it
or the new
realistic? Would
CC
it
have
be
to vote
realistic?
again and the other ones
The
go.
new CC,
I know
the
some
new
of the
CC
other
The new
Yeah,
CC wouldn't have been able
I'm
to
letting
be.
them debate about it before I say anything.
But Mike,
Oh.
but if the treasury withdrawal was done in that epoch and there was
Before.
a new CC there, it wouldn't, the timeline wouldn't add up because you would have to wait 5 epochs either way to get the new CC in there. Unless
No,
there was
CC
an
can
active.
go right away.
Right
Oh.
away.
It
yeah.
can be
They
the
can
next
be done in
epoch.
parallel.
Yeah,
and,
so it's-
but
Ah.
that is a good point, and I will mention it. Once they get elected, there is an epoch delay before
Sorry,
they
Erika?
can ratify.
Meaning
There's
that
one
one would
epoch.
already be on its last epoch.
No, that one, the former committee is removed. It's gone.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the treasury withdrawal itself.
Oh yes, it would still be active. So
Yeah,
the entire time, the treasury withdrawal is active.
It's active. What changes is
But-
just
Yeah, the
the
people
CC.
can-
Just the
hash
CC in the
of
meantime.
cold credentials that are the one that is generating the threshold for CC, and when that's gone.
Can you repeat that, sir?
So I'm just thinking out loud, you know.
Okay.
So you said that the hot credentials, but it's actually the hash of the cold credential that is on chain, recorded on chain.
Both. I'm gonna get. Yeah, both are going to be invalid.
Mm.
From
So
the
then
former
the-
former committee.
For this to be,
But their vote will still remain recorded on chain.
yeah, but they will
attached to that
but
governance
it will not be valid. because they are not in active.
That is the question. So you would say no.
Yeah, we say no because
Okay.
the new CC.
So you say the new CC has to vote.
Debating this in.
So the new CC, you believe, would have to vote on this
Yes,
governance
they
action
have
to
to.
make it pass.
They will have to.
The former one would not be able to
Yeah.
ratify this governance action. And well, gentlemen and ladies, this is the right answer.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Une main d'applaudissement pour tout le monde.
Delay doesn't matter in this case.
You did
Yeah.
good.
Delay can matter, but delay doesn't matter in this case
Yeah.
because it says they're fully installed.
They're
Not
installed,
that
yeah.
basically they reached
There's
the
just one,
threshold,
yeah.
so
They're
there's no
already
delay,
Yeah.
you're already at. If you can do the hot
I'm
cred,
looking at the image.
It looks just like
if you can do the hot
Sorry,
credential,
he's
you're already the
he's
new
very
CC member.
yeah.
And this is why, this for a record, so that's why we chosen to
Do staggered.
wait with the update committee.
Until
That's why I was worried that
This
they were
would-
going to
this
change
would
the
delay.
committee right now in the
Yeah.
middle
But
of the
this would
39
delay it
withdrawal.
by
you
one
and you and you.
But like,
We have to do it again.
From a real scenario, what's going on now? So we are going to have 39 treasury withdrawals coming out
This is so fun.
very soon. And if we had actually pushed forward the update committee and it had reached the threshold, then we will have this scenario.
Well, there's a
We
good
will
chance
have-
we're going to have this scenario anyways.
That is an interesting question.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hold that one for now. Because
It's coming later.
there's something
So-
about that is coming later. Related to that scenario, this is very important what you said. This is very important. So let me explain real quick. With the new committee now elected, the previous vote, which are still recorded on chain, are no longer valid and will not trigger the ratification of the Treasury withdrawal governance action.
And even further than that, even though they're recorded on chain, they're no longer recorded in the ledger states.
Is it gone?
It's gone from the ledger states.
Yes.
Because it gets overwritten. Like it's like when you overwrite the memory or.
Not on the governance section itself.
Because the committee doesn't exist anymore, so
Yes.
its votes.
Now,
are no
if you
longer-
update some, like if you have a new committee, but you re-elect some, like in our case, and we keep our credentials, those will remain valid.
Yes, yours will remain
So
valid.
those votes will remain.
So one interesting
Okay.
thing that could happen is, say you have the initial CC all voting yes, but the ones that are going from the previous to the next one don't hold a majority, don't hold enough to get past the threshold.
Okay.
Am I ruining anything? We can.
No,
I
no,
can
no.
stop if I'm ruining
She's so
anything.
smart. She's
Okay.
so smart. I can't believe it.
So-
So it affected up a little bit, but not so much. So I'm gonna just skip that question to the next one, which you already answered. Thanks to you, because
okay.
she's so smart. She's my governance bro, by the way. If the former committee were simply having their term extended, would the Treasury withdrawal action still be ratified? And the answer was yes. Oh no, okay. The answer was yes.
Thank you.
But can we get
So
the
if
wiki?
you
Merci.
just, because
Thank
this is the thing. Let me explain real quick. If you do an update committee and you just use the same credential, the new term length will overlap the previous one, but the vote recorded on chain will still be valid because
It's
it
a
will have been done
credential,
from the
yeah.
same keys and from the same credential. So it would be ratified if you re-elect the same committee with the same
Hold
credential.
true credentials, yeah.
Yes. But if it's... Yes, go ahead.
So that's a geeky question. So the vote is recorded on chain, right?
Yes.
What part of the Cardano blockchain is like keeping track of
The ledger.
CC credentials? Yeah, but
Ledger.
is it
Layer 1.
The gov state and the ledger.
so that what the statement, call it like the statement of the ledger, is like just true false? Is that the logic that it checks for the hash? Or is it another way that they
No, it validates the vote against the hot credentials that are recorded as the Constitutional Committee
yeah, and that's a true false
at the
statement.
time of the epoch boundary.
Yeah.
So
At the
if
epoch.
Yes, so the vote recorded
So what you
on
want to
chain
know is where's
are
that
from
stored temporarily?
not valid anymore CC. So when the ledger checks it, it
It's not
doesn't.
valid.
No, it's not going to consider. But the vote will still be recorded on chain and will still take a little piece of memory out of that governance action UTXO. So it will still be there.
Was
Even though invalid.
Was that the question you're asking, Ken?
Yeah, it's from a UTXO point of view, like how is that cold credential hash stored and matched on?
It's
each
not
epoch?
stored in the UTXO set. It's
Yes.
stored in the governance state, which is a separate part of the ledger state that basically tracks all the governance stuff going on.
Okay.
And then what happens? It resets after the epoch boundary, or
Because
after the governance?
that's the last one.
When
Once
when it
that action
expires,
is over,
it's ejected.
it resets.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a temporary memory kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. There's more than one in this case. They can be to be removed. They can be active. They can be expired because that's a term length. So it's not just like a true false kind of state for the CC in particular. But if they are active,
If they're
active and they have their hot credential authorized, then the ledger will verify the vote against the actual what it has as the present committee on chain. And if the hash match the keys, like it passes and it's considered. You're awesome.
You're awesome. And I want to sing with your song. I feel like I want
Isn't
to
that
sing with
amazing?
him all the time.
So this is where you see that the bourgeoisie and the higher society and my governance bro here can figure out the questions before I ask them. This is certainly not something a peasant or a commoner would find by
No
himself
commoners.
by trying to do what commoners usually do, which doesn't interest me at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Merci, thank you.
absolutely.
Merci, thank you.
Merci, thank you.
For the next question, this is terrible. I'm already seeing people on Twitter being, what is this? What is this guy?
Merci beaucoup.
So for the next question, baguette, croissant, oui. If the new committee vote on it 1 epoch later, will it be ratified?
Clarifying question.
Yes.
When does the action expire?
In this scenario, it is still active.
What?
So
In this scenario, okay, so it's not
the
expiring.
treasury
soon.
withdrawal is still active. So we have 6
1
epoch
epoch left,
We have
I
6
guess.
epoch governance actually in lifetime. So within the few first, they change the committee right away, and then there's the epoch delay.
1 epoch.
1 epoch delay, yes. As soon as the update committee gets enacted, there's 1 epoch. What's that? No, it's within the time frame. It works.
Say there's 1 epoch
I'm
left
just saying
to vote on
because
this
we.
thing.
Yeah, I know where he's going.
This is all stuff that has been tested
Yeah,
on
fine.
SanchoNet. I should do some chilling about SanchoNet. It's an awesome,
Sanchonet.
a very awesome network when you can get to test everything you want. If you ask our king, Big Joe the Don. But let's not go there.
So the question is, why wouldn't it? Like,
Well,
I mean, if the governance action is still open, why
it
wouldn't
is
it?
still open, and
Yeah.
the red threshold is crossed, and
Yeah.
the new committee decides to vote yes on it.
Yes,
And they reach that
So it would be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the answer is yes.
The one
Because
yes
I'm not
answer.
sure I put the. No, I did not.
No.
Look, they are concerned.
They're very concerned. My
so
bags!
yes.
My bags!
My bags.
So this concludes the presentation, and I thank you all for listening, except the commoners, which I don't consider. They are not recognized here, so I'm talking to you.
Thank
and
you,
only
Mercy.
you.
Thank you,
So,
Mercy.
I wanna add
Thank you,
a.
Mercy. Thank you, Mercy.
Thank you, Mercy.
Thank you, Mercy.
I want to add another scenario that's similar to the one you just did, a little variant on it. Old committee, new committee. Old committee, only one is re-elected. There are 4 new members.
4?
Well, there's
Threshold.
The threshold is 7.
we're 7.
6 new members.
So 6 new members,
6
one
new members,
stays.
only 1 stays.
Okay.
Okay, so update committee is done. Everything's good.
All committee keeps
but
the same keys.
No one
No, because
has
there's only one
no
that-
one has submitted a hot credential yet.
Oh.
What happens? Your up
But
threshold is met.
Is
no
it-
one has submitted a hot credential update yet.
My
With
question.
one committee that basically is re-elected.
Oh, that's fun.
And they
no,
kept their
and you wouldn't be able
credentials,
to vote
so
because
those
the
credentials-
threshold would not be met either way. What?
It's a jam lock.
If the committee min size is respected and they haven't,
They haven't.
they don't. None of them have the.
Hold on, but
Only-
is that
only the
is
one that
that
was
credential
reelected.
still valid?
But the
The one
min
that's
size
Yeah.
is met because there's 7 cold credentials and
Wouldn't that
Oh my
make that?
Lord.
Wouldn't that make that one? Wouldn't that make that one committee?
I have to argue on that. I asked. Yes.
Would that one
I
committee be
brought
the
that
only
scenario.
one? Would that be the
committee min
threshold?
size is check
No,
against
because
the
the
hot
threshold
Okay.
would still be 7.
Yes, that was something I wanted to test actually. Yeah, so the committee min size protocol parameter checks the hot credentials, not the cold one. Because as Samuel stated in his scenario, if the committee min size is met, for example, if it's 0, and you have a committee, but they did not authorize their credential, the DREPs by themselves
Can ratify it.
Yes.
Okay.
because the ledgers checks only the hot credentials. So it would be as if they were
It reached,
abstaining
like if they reached
all
the
of
thing.
them automatically.
yes.
Which is
Like
why
abstain.
when a new committee gets elected, I suggest that you authorize your hot credential as soon as possible, please. Which means like
Yesterday.
within the
You
epoch
mean
of your
you
election.
mean not waiting a month to
What?
No.
We're having it ready
not-
before you
what
at
do you
least
have
put your
to
name
To
in?
to ratify your hot do you have to be elected?
Yes.
You cannot
Authorize
do
your
that-
hot
you
credential,
cannot
you
do
have to
that
be elected.
before
No, and you have to do it within the epoch of your election.
in the epoch.
Well, at least one of them.
So
If
epoch
at least
plus
one, so let's go with the scenario that they all replace
Hmm?
all together. If only one of them do it within the first epoch, then I'm not concerned because they would be considered and there would be at least one blocker
Yeah.
for that
But
scenario
if
where the
nobody
DREPs
does
guy, yes. So the DREPs won't be able to ratify anything by themselves, especially treasury withdrawal,
Hmm.
if this happened in between or in the middle or at the same time.
Or so we're in between.
So final scenario. Same scenario going on. Except the update committee doesn't happen. All of them expire. And then CC size is 0. What happens?
It's gonna pass. It's gonna pass. Yes.
Min CC size is 0
If we
because
reach
nobody
the
like.
expiration,
Okay.
yeah. If we reach the
One more time,
expiration and the
please.
committee min size is
And what
set to
about
0,
if only one does? Isn't that what kind of like what happened at the beginning when we were like setting up the thing that only you submitted yours? Remember when we were
yeah,
setting
I
at the
was concerned.
beginning?
Yes, I remember that.
Before
Yes. I was concerned because
Do you remember that, Sam?
our code credential were part of the Conway Genesis file.
Exactly. Yeah.
And yes, and right. This would have been troublesome.
So Sam, can explain the scenario one more time? The last one that you.
The last one?
Oh, it's because when the ICC, when we've been elected off chain, but instead of going through an update committee, they added us to the Conway Genesis file. So as soon as the outfuck occurred,
Because it's
we were
hard-coded.
already there.
So it's credential is hard coded in the Genesis file. That's why. You said the Genesis file.
No, for the ICC.
Yeah.
So
ICC,
we were part of
that's
the
hard-coded
yes. So
into
the
Genesis.
hard fork triggered the us being on chain,
Mm.
like
Because it's hard coded in the Genesis file.
yes, yes.
So plug for SanchoNet, which thank you, Mike Hornan, for continuing to run. If you are interested in testing this or other governance scenarios out to see how it will work, talk to Mike Hornan and he can help you test whatever scenarios you want on SanchoNet. So,
Sancho Net. I want to be
a Sancho CC member.
A Sancho CC. Sancho Net. I want to be a Sancho CC.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
I hope this was fun.
Merci. Thank you. Merci.
Merci beaucoup.